I'm Amber, 29, and I'll never forget the day my dad called me. It felt like a storm was about to hit. His voice was tight and uneasy as he said, "Amber, we need to talk about what you did. You really hurt Lily." I remember rolling my eyes, thinking about all the pain I carried for years that no one ever cared about. It all began when I was 16. My mom had just passed away, and my dad, hardworking but completely lost emotionally, was trying to pick up the pieces. A year later, he introduced me to Diana, a 32-year-old real estate agent. She was only 12 years older than me and came with her 6-year-old daughter, Lily, from day one. Diana made it clear I didn't belong. She'd ignore me around the house, and whenever I walked in on her talking with my dad, she'd shoot me a cold, sharp look that said it all. But Lily was different, at least at first. She was full of life, always running into my room, asking me to play games or watch cartoons with her. For a while, those moments were the only bits of warmth in that cold house, and I started to feel like I finally had a little sister. But slowly, things changed. Lily began to pull away. She stopped visiting my room after school and always had an excuse. When I tried to spend time with her, one day, I overheard Diana in the kitchen telling her, "Honey, she's not really your sister. She's just your dad's daughter." That sentence hit me like a knife to the chest. That's when I realized Diana had been working to separate us all along. After that, I buried myself in school. Studying was my escape from the tension and coldness at home. I earned a full scholarship to college, and it felt like I could finally breathe again. I left that house behind and started building a new life, one that actually felt like mine. My career took off, and for the first time, I was living exactly how I'd always dreamed. I had a good job, my own apartment, and enough money to live comfortably. Then one day, my dad called and asked me to come visit. I hesitated, but curiosity got the better of me. When I arrived, Diana greeted me with this big, overly warm smile that felt so fake it threw me off completely. After that visit, I started coming by every Sunday. That's when the money talk started. First, they needed help paying utility bills. Then it was groceries. Before I knew it, they were asking for money to fix up the house. I kept giving because I believed helping family was the right thing to do. When Lily's 18th birthday came around, Diana called again, saying they wanted to throw a party but were short on cash. I offered to pay for the catering and even planned to surprise Lily by announcing that I'd cover her college tuition. It felt like a chance to finally reconnect. But 2 days before the party, Lily called and told me she was removing me from the guest list because I wasn't family. I was crushed. I called my dad, hoping he'd make it right, and at first, he tried to calm me down. But then Diana grabbed the phone and snapped that I should still help them out after all. I was successful. That was the last straw. I was so furious that I canceled the catering and donated all the food to a local shelter instead. On Lily's birthday, Diana called me in a rage, screaming about how the food never showed up. I told her calmly that it had been delivered, just not to her. A few days later, a friend told me the party had been a total disaster. Diana had run to the supermarket in a panic, grabbed whatever cheap food she could find, and ended up serving stale donuts as the birthday cake. When my dad called afterward, he said he forgave me but then brought up paying for Lily's college again. I told him no firmly. After that, the calls started coming in. Relatives said I was being cruel, that I couldn't do this to my sister. Even Lily texted, saying the guest list thing had just been a joke. But I knew better. They never saw me as family, just as their personal ATM. I blocked Lily's number and focused on my own life. 6 months later, I heard Lily had confronted her parents about her college money. Turns out, they'd spent their savings on a luxury car, assuming I'd bail them out. Now, they were stuck with their own mess. I, on the other hand, was finally free. I started taking art classes, signed up for a Spanish course, and even began planning a trip, finally living my life on my own terms.